What's going on YouTube? BryceCrispy94 here, bringing you another miniature painting video, and we have a special one today because this month we are tackling the Lightbreakers. That is right, we are going through each member of the Lightbreakers, starting with Erias Skald. Now, if you don't know who the Lightbreakers are, you need to head over to Double Advantage and start watching the D&D podcast that I am in, where I play Full Stack Forgotten. But we'll save him for last because, well, he's me. So we're going to start with our cleric, Erias Skald, played by Tsunami. Link is in the description below to Tsunami's YouTube, plus the Double Advantage link is down there, as well as the other members, Blazing Torchic and our DM Cryoquake. So this is a Hero Forge printed model, not painted yet, that I created based off of our art, which I'm pointing to on my second monitor that you guys cannot see. So I will throw it up probably above me so you guys can see what I was going for with this, plus the color scheme I'm going for. This was printed a while ago, but yeah, so this is Skald. He's got his scale mail armor. This is the closest thing that I could get to that. He's got his little cape, his little scarf, holding the fireball because he is a Fire Genasi. Got his nice shield and mace, as you know, clerics often have. Not really, but so let's set him over here. Yeah, whatever. Artwork go away. Future Bryce, remember to take artwork away. The majority of him, because he is in armor, is going to be shining silver. Then for his leathers that you have, like his belt, the bottoms of his boots, his pants, I think that's really all the leathers this figure has. Oh, the straps on his shield and his gloves. He's got fingy gloves. We're going to go with Beastly Brown from Vallejo because I really like that brown. Then we're going to move on to his fire, which we will be doing a combination of Angelic Yellow, Rust Monster, and Dragonfire Red, which equal out to be Demonic Yellow. This one's called something else. Lava Orange and Pure Red from Army Painter's line. We'll cover it all in yellow. Once that dries, we'll do some orange, and then at the tip we'll do some Dragonfire Red. Then for his soft bits, I guess, so right there at his elbow, his little cape, and his scarf, I'm going to be using Citadel's Dorn Yellow, because I mean that color is spot on to what his cape is, as you guys could see earlier, and maybe still now if I forgot to do it, or maybe not at all if I forgot to do it, and whatever. But then I am going to be taking some Reaper Shield Brown, and that is just to do some detailing work down here on the boots, just to break them up from the pants. Then I have Army Painter's Jasper Skin and Onyx Skin, and I'm going to use the Onyx Skin to kind of darken the Jasper Skin to kind of get that charcoaly gray that Skald's skin is, which will just go on his face and on his fingers. But you know, now I'm thinking about it, I might do that before I do the fire. We'll see. Then I have Sand Golem Speed Paint, and the reason I have Sand Golem Speed Paint is to do one thing. We're going to make these little, I don't even know what you call them, buttons, and his belt buckle, gold. And Sand Golem does a good job. I used it for Unogo shoulder piece. Jeez, I cannot talk tonight. Yeah, shoulder piece. I'm also going to do the edgings of his shield, as well as the edging here on his armor, and the edging down here on his armor, to give it that nice shiny gold look. Because once you throw this over the shining silver, is peak. And then finally I have some cobalt red for that nice dark reddish brown hair Skald has. I just remembered, but I have it out. I was like, had this out earlier, and I'm like, man, I don't remember what I'm going to use it for gunmetal. Head of his mace. Head of his mace will be gunmetal, with probably a black wash over it. So, that is enough chit chat for now. Let's get to painting. We are back, everybody. Cannot wait to reveal Scald, but if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and leave a comment to let me know how I'm doing. Now, on to what you're all here to see, the finished rendition of Scald. So, I'll dim the lights, take off the shine here in a second. I do want to say I used a couple things that I didn't think I would. For starters, I completely left out the fact that I was doing the base in the sand color. So that was done with OTU brown as the main part of the sand, and then I dry brushed it with fair skin. I then, and it's kind of hard to see on camera, but these dots are actually a different gold. I actually used Army Painter's Bright Gold, which is a very similar color to, well, I guess the sand golem on top of the silver, but it stands out a little bit. This bottom rung I also went over in the gold, so that's why it shines a little bit brighter. Here's where I want to darken. So the cape, I didn't want to do a wash on it, and I don't know, I couldn't bring out, I think the colors I used maybe were too light. I don't know. It looks better in person, I will say. Yeah, I did add some highlights. I took some of the Dorn yellow and put some dead white in it just to lighten it. So there are some edge highlights. You can kind of see them there, especially right there on the swoosh, just to bring that out a little more. The hair, I think, is my favorite part. It turned out fantastic, and it really looks like Scald's hair. The dark brown with the light red tint. Yeah. The fire, I really like how the fire looked. Should have probably blended it a little more down here at the base coat than what I did, like I did with the orange into the red, but that turned out really well. Also did a trick up on the top. I was looking through different videos trying to figure out the best way to paint fire, and I saw someone, they had some Citadel paint that I didn't have, and they put it on the tip to make the very dark red. I was like, oh, that looks really good. I'm like, but it almost kind of looks like if I were to just take black paint, put it on there, and then lick my finger and wipe it off. So that's what I did, and honestly, I think the tip turned out really well, especially after I added the shade to it, which is again just Army Painter's Shadow Wash, or dark tone, black tone. I can't remember what it equates to. Hold on. Dark tone, yeah, Army Painter dark tone. I was going to add a brown wash to the pants and boots, but I decided against it because I don't know. I like the way they look how it is. Same with the armor. I almost added the dark tone to the armor, and then I thought about maybe just dry brushing over it with silver. But I think if I was going to do that, I should have done it before I did all the detail work. So I just left it because I think it looks good and it makes sense. He's very clean. Scald is the cleric. He is the proper clean cleric. Most of the time, he can get dirty. And well, he can get both kinds of dirty, honestly. Watch Double Advantage, know what I mean. The eyes took me forever. At one point, I thought I had the eyes, and I started looking. I'm like, oh my god, this eye up here was like here on his forehead, and I'm like, But yeah, I got it. His mace turned out well. Shield turned out well. I tried to freehand the sun, but I am not there yet. I was going to use the bright gold to do that, but decided not to. Also, instead of using the dead white for his eyes like I had normally been doing, I got a tip to use an off-white for the eyes because it makes them look more realistic. So I went with Brain Matter Beige. And I do like how they look. I could probably add, the blue pupil, or the blue iris, I should say. But I'm not that skilled yet. So I may take a shot at that somewhere along the lines, but until now, this is Scald. And I'm very happy with my Fire Genasi Cleric. So, shout out to Datsunami for bringing this character to life in our campaign. He is the basis of the design. He spit out what he thought he looked like, had the character designed. I took that character design, designed as best I could on Hero Forge so we could get a miniature. And yeah, next week we will be continuing along with our light breakers, but we won't be doing a player member. We're actually going to go ahead and do Wellen, the wolf. This is a wolf that Sakado befriended in an episode and has kind of been one of our traveling companions ever since. So I thought it only right that I include the party pet as well as the rest of the party. So until then, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.